What if the next trillion-dollar industry is hiding in plain sight, dismissed today as just a niche obsession? Forget the headlines about AI and crypto for a second. We're diving deep into the real hidden gems, the quiet revolutions transforming obscure ideas into global necessities. This video isn't just about spotting trends. It's about understanding the subtle shifts that elevate overlooked innovations into economic powerhouses. We're talking about the inflection points, the moments where obscure becomes essential. Forget what you think you know about market trends. The biggest shifts aren't loud. They're subtle, simmering just beneath the surface until they explode into the mainstream. Today, we're diving into where those whispers are turning into roars. Think about it. This has happened time and time again. The personal computer wasn't always a household item. It started as a tool for hobbyists and hardcore tech enthusiasts. The internet, a clunky, slow network for academics and the military. Both were dismissed by many as niche, impractical, or even fads. Yet, they fundamentally reshaped our world. This isn't a history lesson, it's a pattern. And understanding this pattern is the key to seeing what's next. We're not just going to talk about what's trending. We're going to dissect the why and the how. What if you could spot the next Amazon, the next Tesla, before anyone else? That's what we're aiming to decode. We're going to give you a playbook to identify these transformative shifts, so you can see the future taking shape right before your eyes. So, what exactly turns a niche idea into an absolute necessity? It's more than just a cool invention. It's about reaching a critical inflection point. This is the moment when a perfect storm of conditions aligns, allowing an innovation to leap from a specialized, limited use case to widespread, mass adoption. It's not just about the technology getting better. It's about the world becoming ready for it. 3 critical accelerants make this happen: regulatory shifts, infrastructure maturation, and evolving consumer psychology. When these 3 forces converge, magic happens. Let's look at a case study that's brewing right now: cultured meat. For years, it was a lab curiosity, something out of a science fiction novel. The idea of growing meat in a bioreactor instead of on a farm seemed bizarre to most people. The cost was astronomical, the texture wasn't right, and the public was skeptical. But look closely, the accelerants are starting to line up. Regulators in countries like Singapore and the United States are beginning to approve it for sale. The infrastructure, the bioreactors, the nutrient mediums, the production facilities is rapidly maturing and scaling, which is driving down the cost. And most importantly, consumer psychology is shifting. Concerns about climate change, animal welfare, and the sustainability of our food system are pushing people to look for alternatives. The hurdles are still there. Yes, but cultured meat is on the verge of a tipping point, potentially transforming from a niche scientific project into a global food staple. This is the niche to necessity playbook in action. Now, let's pull back the curtain even further. For every flashy new product that grabs headlines, there's an entire invisible infrastructure making it possible. These are the foundational technologies, the backbones of future markets that most people never see. But without them, nothing works. Think of it like this: everyone sees the shiny electric car, but few think about the revolutionary battery chemistry and the charging grid that make it practical. This invisible layer, where some of the biggest and quietest revolutions are happening. A prime example is quantum computing. Right now, it's an incredibly complex and niche field, confined to research labs and a handful of massive corporations. You can't buy a quantum laptop at your local electronics store. But the advancements being made here are staggering. Quantum computers have the potential to solve problems that are currently impossible for even the most powerful supercomputers. This will completely revolutionize drug discovery, allowing us to design new medicines in a fraction of the time. It will reshape financial modeling, creating new ways to manage risk and predict market movements. It will unlock new levels of power for artificial intelligence. Quantum computing, in just another tech trend. It's a foundational shift that will underpin countless future industries, quietly setting the stage for paradigm shifts we can barely imagine today. Another piece of this invisible puzzle is next-generation energy storage. We talk a lot about renewable energy like solar and wind, but their biggest weakness has always been intermittency. The sun doesn't always shine, and the wind doesn't always blow. The real game changer is how we store that energy. Innovations in battery technology, like solid-state batteries, and alternative storage methods, like green hydrogen or thermal storage, are quietly solving this problem. This isn't just about longer-lasting phone batteries. This is what enables a truly decentralized power grid, where homes and communities can be energy independent. It's the technology that will make things like electric aviation long-haul flights powered by electricity not just possible, but mainstream. These storage solutions are the unsung heroes making a sustainable, electrified future a reality. But technology, no matter how advanced, is only half the story. The most powerful catalyst for change is often us human beings. Shifts in our societal values, our demographics, and our daily habits are potent drivers for market transformation. Often, a change in human behavior precedes the technological readiness, creating a massive demand that pulls innovation into the marketplace. Take a look at the longevity economy and personalized health. We are living in a world with a rapidly aging global population. At the same time, there's a growing cultural shift towards proactive wellness and individual well-being. People don't just want to live longer, they want to live healthier, more active lives. This combination of demographic and psychological shifts is creating an explosion of investment and innovation. We're seeing the rise of bio-digital interfaces that monitor our health in real time, preventative genomics that can predict disease before it starts, and even radical age-reversal technologies moving from theory to practice. This isn't just healthcare, it's a new market built on the fundamental human desire for a better, longer life. Another huge behavioral shift is driving the rise of the circular economy. For decades, our economic model has been linear: take, make, waste. We extract resources, manufacture products, use them, and then throw them away. But that's changing. A growing consciousness around sustainability, resource scarcity, and the environmental impact of waste is shifting consumer preferences. People are demanding products that are built to last, that can be repaired, and that are made from recycled or sustainable materials. This isn't just about recycling your plastic bottles anymore. This shift is turning entire industries on their head. Waste management is becoming resource management. Material science is focused on creating infinitely recyclable compounds. Closed-loop manufacturing, where a company is responsible for a product's entire life cycle, is becoming a new standard. This is turning what we once called trash into a multi-trillion-dollar economic sector. So, how do you put all of this together to future-proof your own perspective? It's about learning to see the connections. The real magic happens at the intersection of technological leaps, the maturation of invisible infrastructure, and fundamental shifts in human behavior. When you see a new technology, don't just ask, "What does it do?" Ask, "What behavior does it enable? What infrastructure does it rely on? And are the regulations and public mindset ready for it?" This framework gives you a new lens through which to view the world. Instead of chasing the noisy, volatile trends that everyone is talking about, you can start to look for the silent signals, the quiet convergence of these powerful forces. The next big thing probably won't announce itself with a Super Bowl ad. It will start as a whisper in a lab, a small change in consumer habits, or a boring regulatory update. But if you know what to look for, you'll see it coming. You'll understand the inflection points and be ahead of the curve, not just as an investor, but as an informed citizen who understands the true drivers of our future world. What do you think will be the next niche to necessity market? What quiet trends are you seeing that nobody else is talking about? Drop your predictions in the comments below. I'd love to start a discussion and hear your insights. If you found this breakdown valuable, Make sure to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the forces shaping our future. Thanks for watching.